For race 1 on the Knockhill reverse circuit layout, the TCR UK Series Championship points leader, Lloyd, lined up on pole position, while his fiercest rivals, Aiden, Moffat and Ollie Taylor, would start just behind in second and third place. As the lights went out, Lloyd got a brilliant getaway and edged out a small gap over the others. The run down into the hairpin at turn 1, Ollie Taylor got the better of Moffat and moved up into second place. Likewise, Lewis Kent outdragged Finla Crocker at the start in order to climb up into 6th place. By lap 2, Lloyd was already beginning to create a comfortable gap between himself and Taylor. Meanwhile, Kent was also on a charge up past Jessica Bachmann on the outside line as the cars entered turn 1. Further back, Josh Price, who started at the back following a penalty for replacing his engine, had moved up ahead of Derek Palmer Jr. and Sean Walkinshaw. A lap later, Bachmann conceded her position once again on the entry to the hairpin. This time, Josh Price was the beneficiary on the inside line. A thrilling battle between Ollie Taylor and Andreas Bachmann would unfold. Credit Craig McAllister, CMC Images. In the slightly damp conditions, Darrell Wilson then became the first of many drivers to lose grip at the rear end of their car. Unable to recover the slide, Wilson took a detour into the gravel trap at Clark Curve, re-entering the fray just behind Palmer's Alfa Romeo. Speaking of sliding cars, Ollie Taylor then lost the rear end of his Honda at Butcher's Corner, allowing Moffat to reclaim second place. Andreas Bachmann also followed through, but Taylor was back past the suite at the hairpin on the following lap. After a promising start, Lewis Kent's race took a turn for the worse at roughly mid-distance. Having already dropped back due to a lack of visibility through his mud-glazed windscreen, he was then awarded a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Andreas Bachmann then got back ahead of Taylor, the latter once again sliding out wide, this time at Clark Curve. Finla Crocker also had a rather spectacular-looking spin through Butcher's Corner. By the time he'd recovered and got going again, Lloyd had managed to go a full lap ahead of the Scotsman. After a strong performance in qualifying, Finla Crocker's race sadly fell apart. Credit Craig McAllister, CMC Images. At the front, Josh Price was really beginning to show his potential. Having started from dead last, the youngster had closed onto the battle for third place between Andreas Bachmann and Ollie Taylor. But then, just as a battle was about to commence, the safety car was deployed. Blinded by mud, Lewis Kent finally ran out of luck and planted his Hyundai into the tire barrier at McIntyre's corner. He wasn't the only retiree that lap either. A drive shaft failure for his Alfa Romeo meant that Laser Tools Racing star driver, Aiden Moffat, was out of the race, his second retirement of the season after his car ran out of fuel in race 2 at Silverstone. For Moffat, this was disastrous news. In pre-season, both he and Lloyd had been the favorites to become champion at the end of the season, but with another race gone by without scoring any points, Lloyd was beginning to eke out a huge advantage over the Scotsman. In addition, Darrell Wilson followed in the footsteps of Kent by picking up a time penalty for exceeding track limits. On the restart, once Kent's Hyundai had been recovered, Andreas Bachmann ran too deep into the hairpin and promptly lost what had now become second place to Ollie Taylor as their ding-dong battle continued. At the same corner 2 laps later, Bachmann then brushed past Taylor's Honda to reclaim the number 2 spot, while Josh Price then got in on the act and followed the suite up into third place. Josh Price's stunning TCR UK debut resulted in a third-place finish. Credit, Craig McAllister. CMC images on the exit of the hairpin. Price got far better traction and drew up alongside Bachmann's Volkswagen. Past Clark curve, Price then made the move stick by going up the inside line into Butcher's corner. Inevitably, Taylor then passed Bachmann for third place as the pair swapped positions for the umpteenth time in this opening race. As Darrell Wilson and Finley Crocker came to blows at McIntyre's corner, Dan Lloyd's car remained spotless. Comfortably out in front, Lloyd took victory to make it 3 wins from the opening 3 races of the season. Full race result, position driver car time 1 St. Daniel Lloyd Volkswagen 31 laps 2 and Ollie Taylor Honda 2.0573 RD Josh Price Honda 2.2834 Andreas Bachmann Volkswagen 5.6175 Sean Walkinshaw Honda 6.4666 Eric Palmer Jr. Alfa Romeo 11.3787 Fiesica Bachmann Volkswagen 13.6858 Darrell Wilson Vauxhall 40.154 After penalty, 9 Finley Crocker Honda 1 lapped and Aiden Moffat Alfa Romeo, a DNF Lewis Kent Hyundai A.